Okay, I want to tell you about our Ukrainian writers. We have a lot of famous writers like Taras Shevchenko, Lena Kostenko, Ivan Franko, and others. But today I want to talk about one произведение. One. Can you write?
Item of literature or
Item
novel,
of
or what you
literature.
want to say? Story
It's like
possible?
novel, it's story. Its name is Кам'яний хрест. It's translated like a stone Christ. It's
Cross.
about
Cross, I think, yeah?
cross.
Stone cross or cross made of stone. Okay.
Это как крест именно креста, ну, как такой церковный более крест.
It is cross.
It's
Yeah,
a cross,
if you
okay.
mind.
It's like a stone cross.
Okay.
It's about one old man that was an Ukrainian, and his son have emigrated to the Canada. And after he lived in Canada, he wanted to take his father to the Canada, but his father was not he loved very much our Ukraine, and he didn't want to emigrate to the Canada. But after all this, his son's speeches, he decided to emigrate, but with one с одним условием.
Condition. With one condition.
With one condition. He lived with near his house one stone cross with his name.
Wow. Okay.
It's about this.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah.
I want to tell about our items of literature, because our like nation very like freedom, because like Ukrainian is like a free people. That's why we're independence. Yeah, we have independence. It's about like Shevchenko write a lot about our freedom. He was like a hero, maybe.
Okay.
We also have like как будет народное произведение?
National.
National item of literature. It's called Баллада про Марусю Чурай. Как будет баллада?
Ballad. It can be literature, or it can be rock ballad, Scorpions and many others. If it is about music.
Ballad about Marusia Чурай. It's about girl who was in, как будет в плену? Ну, больше.
Taken.
It was like a wife. She was a wife of Turkish Sultan. Как будет Sultan?
Sultan, yeah.
And this Sultan have a lot of prisoners that was Ukrainians. It was our Cossacks, казаки. And this girl, Marusia, asked to them, do you know there's the праздник какой?
Holiday or
holiday today.
Yeah.
And there is a Великдень. Как будет Великдень?
It is Christmas.
It's a Christmas.
Holidays.
And
they have said to her a lot
it is in Easter. What is Великдень? Sorry for Ukrainian.
Pascha.
So Easter, not Christmas. I'm sorry.
Yes. Eastern. And they have said a lot of bad words to her because there were in like slaves, and then they can't to celebrate. But then she have said that the Sultan will arrive for his he has like a mission, and he leave for her case from this prison.
Wow. Very
and
nice.
this Marusia opened the prison and said, run away and say to my father, don't sell the ground like our Ukraine.
Okay.
Don't sell. Yes, and that's don't like buy her because he was like a slave too, but not so slave like them, and that she is как будет привыкла.
Last lesson, used to
like a Turkish.
Okay. Wow.
That's
Thank you, Alex, so much.
Very
Thank
good.
you
That's
once.
really good. I really like it. You see, you did really well. My goodness.
Thank you,
Very,
guys.
very
Yeah.
Who's
Because there
going
are
to-
many facts that we want to share about Ukraine. Yeah. So
Yeah.
who wants to be the next, guys? Mhm.
I can.
Okay, who is this?
Arina.
Can you
Arina, hi,
rename yourself into English? That will be easier for Renuka to read your names, because
Yeah.
some of them are some of us are still Ukrainian and yeah.
Language, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay, Arina, go ahead.
I want to tell about Shedrivki. Shedrivki is Christmas folk songs performed in Ukraine, Belarus, and the southern regions of Russia, usually on New Year's Eve. In Shedrivki, the ovens of the house and their children are usually named um, wishes for a rich uh, harvest, prosperity, spring,
Prosperity, yes.
of livestock, and a good swarm of bees are expressions.
Okay.
And the most famous Ukrainian song in the world is Shedrik.
Oh.
This
I think you are learning literature and literature in Ukraine, right? I mean, that is why you know all these things you are learning now. Really interesting. You can share those things with me. I really like those literature to learn about your country.
I want to tell about one more literature literature item. It's called Misto. It like translate like a town or city.
Okay.
It's about one guy who lived in village, and he was like a smart guy, and he decided to study in our city. It's like our capital, Kiev. We told you about it, and it shows us this item of literature how city can change man, because this guy was like a very positive, как будет добродушный,
Good-natured, kind-hearted.
Kind-hearted like this. But after this, after he arrived to the city, he have seen a lot of bad in here, and after this he have changed, but he даже не заметил, как будет.
Okay.
Didn't even recognize.
Didn't even recognize that he changed like in a Batman like this, but it's like my bad translation.
Oh, that's good. I mean, Alex, you need to talk. I mean, you need to speak up. Otherwise, how do you know that you are good or bad? I mean, nothing is bad. You're still learning. You're still young. So I really appreciate that your effort to share with me your literature. And it is good for you, Alex, because you are learning. And if you teach someone, if you talk to someone, you remember well. So once you study and you tell me, then you remember very well for your exams, right?
Yeah, because I also have problem when I speak with someone, I forgot a lot of words because
it is normal. It is natural. You try to translate from your language to English. So those things are natural for any language learner at the beginning. So, I mean, once you practice and you learn, it will be fine. Anyone else like to tell me anything today, Maria? Raj, Dan?
I have also a question to you.
Yes.
Have you read 471, как будет градус?
What is that?
Degree.
Degree. Have you read this book?
What is the name?
It's like
you can write in a chart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we have new students today, right, David?
Как будет тушить пожары?
Set off the fire.
Set off the fire.
If I'm not mistaken, I can also make a mistake.
Okay. They burn all the books.
Okay. No, I haven't. I haven't read that book, Alex. But I want to check it out. I will check it out and see what it is about. So
personally, I haven't read, but I saw that there was an advertisement, like a trailer for the movie, but I also didn't read it. So
wait a bit. I find the official name because I have read in like a bit Ukrainian. Wait. There it is. It's like Fahrenheit.
107 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I have heard that book. It's a Fahrenheit, yes.
It's really interesting book. Interesting.
Okay. Very good. But I haven't read it, but I have heard about this book.
It really talks about our future that will be so close because we have a lot of like silly people that doesn't think a lot much.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you see any parallel with our country as we talk about Ukraine today? Maybe you see something that is happening right now that was written in this book, or maybe something similar.
Because I have recognized that it's not like a big far future, because we have also electronic, and I think they can change our paper. And
that's right, because you know the way that technology is going fast, like really fast. So the most of the things that natural become like artificial, even like now cloning. I don't know whether you have heard about cloning. So and even like future babies, like you can create your own babies with the color of the eyes and the color of the hair and the gender. So it is kind of crazy, very crazy. I mean, you're going against the nature. So yeah, I really want to read that book. It is 471 Fahrenheit, right? Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, and it's also connected with our.
What is 451? 471.
It's like
451.
It's like temperature of burning the paper.
Yeah.
Okay, it's also connected to our trees, because I want to say that not everyone know, but in Ukraine, we have.
Okay, so this book, this one is from I think this was written in 1953. It is called Dystopian Novel by American writer Ray Bradbury.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, you know what? Because I didn't go to the high school here, but all the high school students here, they read this book. Now I remember, I have this book in my bookshelf. My daughter's read this book. So it is based on a it's a science fiction.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It is based on reality, like something happened in the future. I think it is banned one time. This book was banned, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, it was banned, but it is very famous. I think later they decided. You are really good, Alex. You bring that remember to me. I mean, it reminds me that I remember that I got this book for my daughters when they were in high school. I didn't read it, but I remember that I'm teaching the students for college. When I ask about the nice books they read, they always remind this book. You first time you said 471. I was looking for that, but Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, it is a very famous book here for the high school students like you. Very
because
good.
I want also say about that we have in Ukraine the first station. It's like the first station for Europe. Because
so you read it in a translation in Russian?
Yes, it's like differentiation when we have cut the trees, maybe like cut tree and transport them to the Europe.
Yeah.
In Ukraine.
Okay, so
it's
see,
like
now I really want to read this book. I have it in my bookshelf. You can see it here, but I will show you next class.
Because we have also used these books like for more paper, but also paper is not good thing, I think also, because we have find a lot of применения, как будет?
Usage.
A lot of usage for our trees and papers.
Yeah, because it is talking about the conservation of trees, and I mean it is going to be, the climate change now. You heard that like this week, Australia in Melbourne, they got an earthquake. They never got an earthquake before. So things happen, like natural disasters happen everywhere in the world. Things didn't happen before, like cold places getting colder, warm places getting warmer. So it is going to be crazy. So we need, this is a good book to read, so they can think about the future. Okay, anyone else need to talk with me, or then I can start something with you today?
Okay, who else, guys? Thank you, Alex.
David, you're welcome. About Ukrainian programmer. So I want to talk about Ukrainian programmer.
So it is a programmer who creates programs for IT?
Yes, sometimes. And yeah.
We can call him IT specialist or programmer. Yeah. Okay.
So Sergey Grigorovich is a Ukrainian computer games developer and some another software, and he's a businessman. He was born in Kiev in 1995 year, and he created company GCK Games World. And GCK it is a abbreviature of his name. Yes, and he was learned in Kiev Technical University and National Science Technical University, and he created some games very popular in all world. For example, Stalker, if you know this game. Yes, this is a very popular game. He created it, and this game introduced a lot of impact in a game world, как это сказать, вообще в сфере игр.
In the sphere of.
Yeah, in the sphere he changed a lot of представлений сейчас.
So David, you said what year he was born?
He was born in Kiev in 1995 year.
So he is like very young.
Yeah.
So he's like 2005, like 20 something.
25, yeah, 25 years.
Wow. Okay. And can you write his name on the chat box?
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I want to find. I'm learning a lot from you guys. My goodness. Maybe I can teach someone about Ukraine one day. Okay, Sergey. His last name is Sergey because I have a colleague that he's from Belarus. His name is Sergey too.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to find this one. Grigorovich Sergey.
Yes.
So I mean, he's a very young entrepreneur, right? Very young person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And in 2010, he has entered in a list of richest people in Ukraine.
Wow, like 15 years. When he
Yes.
was
We
15
should
years old.
invite him to our Zoom access class. Why not?
I
We should
know.
contact him and invite.
Give some advice to how to be a rich person soon. It is very interesting. Thank you, David. I think, David, I haven't met you before, right? You didn't come to the last class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and you have a brother, Vlad, and you have same last name. So you are siblings, David?
What? Repeat, please.
Are you siblings, you and Vlad? Because I see you have the same last name.
Yeah,
Are you
Privalov.
brothers or
Yeah, I'm brother with Vlad. He's my brother,
okay.
younger brother.
Okay. Yeah, because
He's about 14. Yeah, and I'm 15.
How old are you? You're 50?
Yeah, 15.
See,
Near
now
16.
by now you should have a lot of money according to Sergey, right? You're 15 now. Wow. Now I have to do two homework. One is find my Fahrenheit 451 book and read it and show it to you next time, and find out about Sergey. You give me homework today. Okay, good. Anyone else?
Yes, I want to tell about Ukraine trombita. Ukraine trombita is the longest wind musical instrument in the world. This is recorded in the Guinness Book of Records. Yes, the length of the trombita, which looks like a wooden pipe, which diameter about 30 millimeters.
Okay.
Trombita was used as a means of communication in mountain villages, which is help they informate about the beginning and end of the working day.
Wow, great. Who else next? Michael?
Oh, hello.
You have
My name is
something to
Michael.
share?
Yeah, I can tell some interesting fact about Ukraine.
About what?
Maybe you know that Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, and in Ukraine was created biggest plane in
really?
yeah in world.
During the war. Okay.
Yeah. The name is this plane Maria. In English, translated as dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I can say that we have many beautiful church in Kiev, Kharkiv, and another cities.
So I also heard about Ukraine. It's a very fertile land. It is very fertile. You know what fertile means? Like you can grow many things. Agricultural country. That it is the soil is very fertile. So you can grow anything, like vegetables. It used to be. I don't know how now it is. But thank you, Michael. Vlad, you have something? Maria? Oh, Dan, you are quiet.
No, I haven't.
Okay, Dan, you are very quiet today.
Hello, I have
just a little bit facts about Ukrainian tradition festivals.
Okay.
No, there are many different festivals and fairs in Ukraine. Ukrainian musicians are flourishing in rock, pop, jazz, folk, electric, drum, and bass.
Oh, okay.
Hence, festivals such as Dubno Fest and Neopolis Jazz Fest in Lviv are extremely popular. Moreover, Atlas Weekend Festival is one of Europe's biggest festivals, attractive over 500 тысяч, как будет? Как будет?
Someone can
How
write
many?
down
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
500 тысяч. 5,000?
500,000. 500,000.
Wow.
It's 500,000 people in Atlas Weekend Festival.
Okay, so someone need to write down on the chat box about the name of those festivals that Dan is talking, please. Those are very interesting. Wow. Oh, Atlas Festival is one. Thank you, Marina. So it is like what time of the year you have this festival?
Can you repeat, please?
What time, like what month you have this festival?
I don't know, but I can search this information.
Yeah, so Atlas Festival is like in what month, like January, February, March? You remember? Okay, see, today is a very nice presentation. I think Marina helped you about all these things. Like they talk about literature, talk about the books and the musicians and the festival.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? You have a link for website. You can open it and you can share the screen. Just read it because I send you the link about 12 most interesting facts about Ukraine. They are really, really brief. Description is really brief, but it is nice. Who wants to do it? You just need to read. You don't need to create anything. It is already published. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I researched information when when Atlas Weekend Festival. It's in July.
Oh, okay, July. Good. Okay. So now I have some ideas about what to share with you next time in America. I mean, America is a country with very diverse, you know what diverse means, right? So people from all over the world, it's like a melting pot. It's called melting pot. It is like a soup. Every vegetables in your soup, like people from all over the world are here. So we have like so many festivals and so many food, so much food. So we can talk about those too. So anyone else has anything to share with me? That's all.
Can you open the link that I have just sent you to Viber group? Do you need me to put it in a chat that you can use it, and then Alex or Dan or Irina can share also this information because it's really cool. Wait a second.
About what information can you remind?
About the festivals.
About festivals, because in our town we have only one festival in Izmail. It's like a festival in Day of Win, like it's like in English when we have win the German in 1945. It's like our only festival. Maybe we have other festivals, but I haven't heard about them because I'm not live in the center of town.
So I mean, it is sometimes if you live in a different city, you celebrate like specific festivals.
The largest country in Europe. Ukraine is the largest country in Europe at 703,728 square kilometers. It's from Russia in the east to Poland in the west, with the Black Sea running along its southern border. It's nearly 3 times the size of the UK and beats the second biggest country, France, by 50,000 square kilometers. The state is divided into 24 oblasts, counties.
Counties, yeah, we say counties here.
But we have said it like oblast. Which, with such a large area, Ukraine has a lot to offer, from the beautiful Carpathian Mountains that offer
picturesque
landscapes of forests, rivers, and valleys, to beaches found near the city of Odessa and vibrant culture cities like Kiev and Lviv. Not only is it an extremely large country, but also a very unique and excited one.
Very good. Okay, who's going to read number 2? We have 10 students, so we can read each of you.
Don't sleep, guys, very quickly.
I can read.
Okay.
Ukraine is home to 7 cities protected by the UNESCO World Heritage List. They include Kiev's Saint Sophia Cathedral and Lviv's Historic Center. Chernivtsi University, as well as a unique wooden churches in the Carpathians and the beach forests that surround them. More information about the cities can be found in
So that is another good one, yeah. Okay, language, will be interesting. Okay, who's going to read about language? Little bit down.
I can read about language.
Go a little bit down, yeah.
The Ukrainian language is the only official language in Ukraine. Interestingly, the Ukrainian language was rated the third most beautiful language in 1934, behind French and Persian. It was also rated the second most melodious behind Italian. Melodious, yeah. In addition, many Ukrainians are bilingual in many areas. You will find people who speak Russian or there who understand it.
Okay, so I mean, your state language is, I mean, your country language is Ukrainian, but most of you can speak Russian.
Yeah, we can speak Russian, Ukrainian.
Why they say it is beautiful? I mean, when you speak that language, it has like kind of melody, right? It is like a beautiful, like.
And we live in a pink zone. I live with many groupmates.
Okay.
In pink zone. The dominant religion in Eastern religion in Eastern Orthodox Christianity, which has heavily influenced Ukrainian Ukrainian architecture, literature and music.
Yeah, you have a nice architecture. You have like old ancient buildings, beautiful architecture. I saw that one time when I was Okay, this is really interesting. Wow, I really want to get that link and read again. Okay.
Thank you. We invite you, Renuka, to visit our country. It's very diverse.
Definitely.
The region that is close to Russia, we have the so-called blocks of buildings. They are gray, a little bit depressive, but as for the east of Ukraine, these territories were before Poland, Romania, Hungary, and historically they have very nice Catholic buildings, like Catholic churches and many other things. So we invite you.
Definitely. After this pandemic, I will definitely, because this is something that I dream to visit this country. This is very nice with ancient history, and it's an old country. I mean, very old history you have. Okay, transport.
Can I read?
Yes.
Yeah, now I hear that Renuka want to visit Ukraine, so this information I think will be very important for you. Yeah, transport.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, I come to the airport, then after that I need to know how to, because you said that a lot of buses and trains and cars. So
it's not so funny. Transport is a very burning topic for Ukraine because yeah, we don't have so expensive local transport like buses or trolley buses, but train tickets are a little bit expensive. For example, for students from the west to Ukraine, from the west of Ukraine to come to Kiev, it costs about $10. But if you're a student, for old people, or there is also some kind of discount, and for normal people, it is about $20, and it is really much. And for the fast train to Kiev, we buy a ticket and pay about $25 just one way, and
wow, it's expensive.
it is expensive, yeah. So, and okay, continue, guys.
Ukraine has a well-developed system of public transportation. Every large city and regional center is connected to the railway network and receives passengers trains daily from the other major cities. Many cities also contain cheap and affectional bus and tram services, costing as little as 8 hryvnias. This is
what is your currency? How do you call your currency?
Ukraine,
Hryvnia.
Hryvnia,
yeah, hryvnia.
Okay.
It comes from the history, yeah, and it was a currency in the 17th or 16th century. So we took it after we got independence because we had rubles, yeah, and many other currencies when we were part of Soviet Union. But when we got independence in 1991, the national currency is Ukrainian hryvnia, UAN, and now
you use
it is
dollars now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So airport in Ukraine are easily accessible by public transport and service buses or taxi, which would cost about 7 hryvnias per kilometer. To reach Kiev Borispol Airport, you can also take an express train from the railway station.
Good. So I can take the train from airport to visit when I visit, right? Okay. So what is the other one? The world's deepest, metro station. Oh, really? Wow, I haven't heard before. Very interesting. Okay, so someone who didn't read before, can you read this, please?
I can read.
Okay.
Metro stations. The world's deepest metro station. Arsenalna along Kiev's Shevchenko-Brovarska train line is the world's deepest metro station at 105.5 meters below the ground. Staring down from the top of the steep escalator to the darkness of the metro below can be quite scary. However, the construction took place during the Cold War era. The threat of nuclear bombs means such deep-lying stations could protect the citizens of Kiev from such disaster. Thus, the influence of conflict in the 20th centuries can be seen even in such mundane activities as the morning commute or to work.
So the metro, so you have metro stations. So where you go from metro, like one city to another city, or it is like a short distance?
We have underground or metro only in big cities, capital, Kiev, yeah, and by underground we cannot travel from one city to another. Only train, buses, and lorries, yeah, kind of vans.
Okay,
yeah.
the next one will be very interesting. Ukrainian cuisine. Wow. Today, I mean, you taught me a lot. I need to get this link. This is so interesting. Okay. We're going to read this.
Can I?
Yes, please.
The traditional Ukrainian diet includes chicken, pork, beef, eggs, fish, and mushrooms. Ukrainians also tend to eat a lot of potatoes, grains, and fresh and pickled vegetables. The Ukrainian cuisine is extremely varied and exciting, with different ethnic minorities and a rich multicultural history bringing a range of different foods to the table. Nonetheless, popular traditional dishes include vareniki. It's boiled dumplings with mushrooms, potatoes, sauerkraut, cottage cheese, or cherries, and golubtsi, stuffed cabbage rolls filled with rice, carrots, and meat. The most famous Ukrainian dish is borscht. Whilst many Russians claimed it derived from the motherland, many Ukrainians passionately believe they are the founders of this dish. It consists of soup made from beetroot, cabbage, and potato. True borscht also contains meat, most commonly pork. Famous Ukrainian drinks are Lviv beer, gorilka, vodka, with pepper, medovukha, gorilka with honey, Zakarpattia wine, and leaf coffee.
It's very strong. Renuka, it's like 35 degrees for alcohol. Very, very strong drink. Yeah, but you should try when you come. It's not dangerous, yeah.
Vodka, yeah. I think you have the best vodka.
Yes.
Best vodka is from, I mean, always it's from Russian side, right? So it is, you have the honey cake, poppy cake, cheesecake. Oh, wow. I will come definitely to eat those food.
So Ukrainians, let's see.
Yeah.
Ukrainians
I like that you eat a lot of vegetables. I love vegetables. I don't like that much meat, but chicken is okay. But vegetables I always love. I know that your country is full of vegetables.
Ukrainians
dream vacation next time.
We have very tasty desserts. It's cheesecake, syrnik, poppy cake, makivnik, honey cake, medivnik, and many, many others. You more our gastronomic you.
Definitely. Oh my goodness. Now I can't wait to come. Okay, so chicken Q is not from Q. Oh, it says you say chicken Q, but it is not from Q. What does that mean? Can you continue? Can you continue that who read the food? Can you continue? Okay, can I read this one?
Yes, I can continue.
Yeah. Okay.
Contrary to popular belief, the delicious stuffed chicken breast dish is not from Kiev. In fact, there are several suggestions as to its origins. While some believe that it was created in the Russian Empire, others have suggested that it was created in France and became assimilated into Russian culture under the name Côtelettes de Volaille. It was then renamed Chicken Kiev by New York restaurants trying to appease their Russian clientele in the 20th century. Neither Chicken France nor Chicken New York have the same ring to them, though.
Wow, it is interesting, but it says Chicken Kiev, but it is not from Kiev. Okay, so what is the time now? Okay, we'll talk about the weather and then maybe, I don't know whether Marina needs to stop now or I can stay if you want. Ukraine has a mostly temperate continental climate. Precipitation is disproportionately distributed. It is the highest in the west and north and the lowest in the east and the south. East winters vary from cool along the Black Sea to cold farther inland. Wow, so your temperatures are different where you live, right? However, winters can be very cold, attracting lots of snow and creating a beautiful wintry wonderland, perfect to enjoy an authentic Christmassy getaway. I want to think about that, what time I should come. So very, very cold is not very good with me, but maybe not very hot, not very cold, like mild.
In our town, Ismail, in winters we have is maximum is -10 degrees in winter is maximum.
Okay.
It's very, very.
And snow in our town very rare.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I am a warm-blooded person.
On the territory, yeah, but on the territory where I live, it can be snow of half a meter sometimes. So we are very diverse. It's very cold. It could be minus
Marina,
25 in February. Yeah.
You live close to Kyiv?
You mean in this area where university is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it is Slavyansk. It is in the east, in the east of Ukraine. Yeah.
They show me the other day. Okay. Okay. What is the last two? Can you scroll up, Dan? With after that, what is it about? Dan, can you scroll up? Oh, the complex history, and then the last one is. Wow. Alex, can you read this quickly?
Yes. Complex history. Ukraine history is both incredibly interesting and complex. It's unfortunately geography means that it has changed hands many times through the centuries. Arguably, its modern roots can be tracked back to the Kievan Rus, a powerful medieval state that thrived in Middle Ages but was struggling by the 12th century.
Scroll up a little bit. Is Dan is the one who is sharing? Dan, okay.
Okay. The following centuries saw Ukraine change hands between the Mongol Ottomans and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, with Kazakh communities attempting to live independently in some areas of Ukraine. During the 18th and 19th centuries, however, Ukraine was divided between the Habsburg Empire and the Russian Empire. By the 20th century, the Habsburg Empire had all but collapsed. In 1918, Ukraine was annexed by the Soviet Union, a status that would characterize their existence through the 20th century as the breadbasket of the USSR, whilst Ukraine's struggle through history has been extremely tough. Okay, culture influences from Habsburg architecture to Soviet monuments give the country a wealth of depth and expression. We have also a literature item. It calls "Повесть о истории минулых лет." It translates like history of past years.
Thanks, Alex. Perfect.
It's
something
called
like that.
about.
But we usually don't translate, but if you find it in Wikipedia, it will be nice because when you Google, the poem or something original, we can have in the bracket some kind of detailed translation or correct translation. Thanks.
Okay, it's
So
about the create of Kiev and Ukraine. They're the four human. It was 3 brothers and 1 sister. Brother's names was Ki, second brother was Shek, and third brother was Horif. And their third sister, their sister was Libit.
Okay.
And they have created Kiev. It's monument to them. There are 4 people.
I saw that somewhere. There's monument.
Yeah.
This one here, right? Okay. Oh, so 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Yes.
Kiev is very hilly, and they lived on the hills, and then they go a little bit down, and on this territory start basing. And now Kiev is developing. It's growing. When you come by train, you see that you haven't seen this building before, and within very, very fast. So it is
very fast developing. Wow, thank you so much, because this is you gave me a good foundation of the Ukrainian history and everything. Because
next episode is not so funny, as you know. It is something that all people all around the world know about our country. And when I give a task for students to create some information about Ukrainian sightseeing or something nice, I say, please don't write about Chernobyl. Or you can tell about this, of course, but I mean, people from abroad know us by Chernobyl, by Klitschko brothers. They are boxers, and but this is not the only one thing that we are famous, Chernobyl was a tragedy, and it's still very painful in our hearts, because people who helped to rebuild, to solve this problem, they paid with their lives, as it was very, very hard. And the level of cancer in Ukraine is high, and radiation is very high. That's why we should never forget what happened, and always be thankful to people who helped to solve this problem when it was necessary. Okay.
Wow. So I mean, that is really good that at the beginning you told me everything about your country. I mean, so I have like eye-opener. It is like eye-opener. I have not heard many of these things before. So it's a young country. Because you got like 1991, you got the independence from Union, right? Yeah. So then the festivals.
As for festivals, I think Dan already told, and
so actually today I learned from you guys. Very good. My goodness, now I have a lot of things to do. I've got the link, and I'm going to learn more about this. So definitely I would visit within like next, maybe we'll see. Hopefully with this pandemic will go away soon, and then we can travel without fear. So
thank you so much. We invite you. We will try to find more interesting facts about our country, and actually it is safe right now. You should not worry to come. Of course, situation with coronavirus now, it's a little bit bad, but we hope we also overcome this disease, and we will be good.
Number one in my list. Number one in my list.
Yeah, thanks. So